Elsewhere, Meru Governor Kiraitu is appearing before the Senate's Committee on Public Accounts and Investments to answer to audit queries on the county expenditures for the year 2017-2018. Now, the Governor and the County Senator Senator Linturi clashed in the earlier session, with Governor Murungi accusing the Senator of undermining his development record.
Between cash book and financial statement, 4 bank accounts reflected a total debit cash book balance of Kenya shillings 101,287,123, while the financial statement reflected a total balance of Kenya shillings 40,607,890 for the same bank accounts, resulting to an explained and reconciled overstatement of the financial statement balance by Kenya shillings 141,895,013 as follows. There is a table there. With your permission, Chair, I can skip it.
Yes.
The conclusion is, in the circumstances, the accuracy of the cash and cash equivalent balances of Kenya shillings 1,953,261,547 as at 30th June 2018 could not be confirmed. Thank you.
Okay, Governor's quick response.
Thank you, Chair. The variance between cash book and financial statements have since been rectified in Note 13A of the financial statements. See Annex 2B, copy of reconciled Note 13A of the financial statements, and evidence of submission to the Office of the Auditor General.
As I listen to Governor's response, I'm getting a bit worried because when you say it has since been reconciled, it means you accept that the reconciliation was not done. But the issues of reconciliation are treated in the PFM Act and regulations. It defines, it is very specific on how it ought to be done. But it is so specific that it even says who takes responsibility if reconciliations are not done in the appropriate manner. It even goes to the extent of requiring that the Auditor General gets a copy of your reconciliation, reconciled schedules, at least, is it once every month or every quarter?
Every month.
So, I mean, this then would just be impunity. The Act has pronounced itself, the regulations, and it cannot take Senate and a governor of a whole county sitting here to talk about things that technicians ought to have done. Governor, I hope you are seeing even though you are not omniscient and omnipotent and omnipresent, but there are some things that your officers need to be doing to allow us to have a better conversation in the Senate. What we need is an assurance that you're going to take the necessary administrative action, and if it's an issue of training, then you shall make the necessary intervention. And it needs to go on record, that commitment.
I agree, Chair. We have had challenges in the finance department where we have had very, officers who are not competent, but that issue has been addressed. And I want to assure the committee that going forward, this challenge is not going to be there. But I think the previous government, that it is important to bring out this, made sure that the finance department was deliberately very weak. So that is a challenge that we've been grappling with, but it has now been addressed by the current governor. Thank you.
Because I see the same kind of response under statement of cash flow, which is the next issue, where you're saying you have since reconciled. It does not take away the fact that you didn't do it when you're required to do it, and you didn't do it in compliance with the law. This is just mitigation. This is just more of a managing the fire once it has broken out. Your duty was to prevent the fire from breaking out, which you have failed as far as that is concerned. But we take note of the mitigation. In that event, I don't think it would be useful to spend too much time on 2.3, on statement on cash flow. We go to the use of manual payroll in compensation of employees.
Thank you, Chair. Note 5 to the financial statement reflected Kenya shillings 4,390,525,721 in respect of compensation of employees for the year ended 30th June 2018. However, the county executive of Meru had two payroll systems in operations. manual payroll system and integrated personnel and payroll database IPPD system. The use of the manual system requires manual calculation of deductions and net pay by the human resource officer and constant monthly and or annual updates of the data, which could be prone to human error and manipulation. The analysis of the payroll revealed that out of the Kenya shillings 4,390,525,721 paid, Kenya shillings 218,584 was through the manual payroll, while the Kenya shillings 4,171,935,137 was paid through IPPD system. A comparison of the sampled payments made through the two payrolls revealed that Early Child Development Education (ECDE) teachers had been paid on both IPPD and the manual payroll for July and August 2017, resulting to a double payment of Kenya shillings 31,510. In the circumstances, it was not possible to ascertain the propriety of the Kenya shillings 218,590,584 paid through the manual payroll in the year ended 30th June 2018, including whether it was a proper charge to public funds.